Aries. According to the movements of nature that reflect your tendencies today, your industriousness flows like a river, steady and unstoppable as long as your work is honest. You have no desire to accept offers tainted by deception, knowing well that such things may lead to chaos in the future. You are not the type to lend money easily, you'd rather use it for the welfare of your family. At work, you perform best when handling responsibilities on your own. You are meticulous with details and thorough, even with the smallest of things. You prefer to listen quietly rather than speak impulsively, because you believe that true understanding begins with listening. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure. For events often happen suddenly, so always stay cautious. Taurus. Based on the flow of nature's energies influencing your behavior today, you have great patience, especially when it comes to your family. But in the workplace, you prefer peace and focus. You avoid meaningless chatter. Every word must have value. So you think carefully before speaking. You have a keen eye for details and are not easily deceived. In finances, you naturally avoid lending. You prefer to place your money in structured savings. In love, jealousy doesn't rule you. Trust is the foundation of your relationship. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure. For events often happen suddenly, so always stay cautious. Gemini. According to the signals of nature influencing you today, the day is best enjoyed in the comfort of family. You prefer a calm environment and peaceful connections. You speak carefully to avoid misunderstandings. At work, you are diligent and persistent. You do not tolerate negligence. Jealousy doesn't tempt you, as your love is rooted in trust. However, your emotions may feel impulsive today. You may get angry easily if offended or insulted. So maintaining composure is advised. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure. For events often happen suddenly, so always stay cautious. Cancer. Guided by the elements of nature, your behavior today reflects deep care for family. Whatever you say, you strive to prove through action. You move quietly, full of patience and dedication. You dislike roundabout talk. You prefer straightforward and honest communication. You are enthusiastic at work and like to see the results of your efforts. You're not inclined to lend money today. Your priority is securing the future of yourself and your family. In love, you are naturally gentle and sincere. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure. For events often happen suddenly, so always stay cautious. Leo. Nature's movements suggest that today, you are self-disciplined and stand firm in your beliefs. You don't give up easily when you know you're right. You like things to be organized and purposeful. You avoid vulgarity. You prefer dignity in all relationships. In your livelihood, you are honest and determined to save for the future. You face challenges with courage. But you carry kindness in your heart, especially toward your family. You're not one to give away money easily. You prioritize the needs of your loved ones. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure. For events often happen suddenly, so always stay cautious. Virgo. Based on the guidance of nature today, you are hardworking, especially within the home. You are neat, caring, and attentive, especially toward your family's health. If you make a promise, you ensure it gets fulfilled. Your heart is tender today, making you more in touch with emotions during conversations. You prefer talking to people who carry a positive outlook on life. In your work, you are tireless and won't leave a task unfinished. Everything you do is not only for yourself, but for the benefit of those you love. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure. For events often happen suddenly, so always stay cautious. Libra. According to the natural movements that reflect your tendencies today. You don't enter conversations carelessly. You choose to remain silent when your words won't help. In financial matters, you first consider your family's needs before spending money, and you are not quick to lend. At work, you are naturally meticulous. You prefer to complete every task thoroughly and with quality. You don't dwell on jealousy because you believe trust is the foundation of any relationship. And remember, the works of nature are unmatched. As events often unfold suddenly, so always be cautious. Scorpio. The guidance from nature today reveals that you have deep understanding and sharp instincts. You are not easily swayed by the influence of others. At work, you reject favoritism and prefer fairness in every action. You're careful with details and committed to finishing what you've started, especially if the purpose is right. At home, you show empathy and are open to hearing the feelings of your loved ones. And remember, the works of nature are unmatched. As events often unfold suddenly, so always be cautious. Sagittarius. According to the natural elements influencing your behavior today. Your word is strong. Once you make a promise, you stand by it. You are observant of your surroundings, especially at work where you want everything to be organized and efficient. Today, you might feel more emotionally sensitive, so it's best to avoid situations that could trigger jealousy. Your goal is to create a lighter, more harmonious life for your family, steering away from conflict or unnecessary issues. And remember, the works of nature are unmatched. As events often unfold suddenly, so always be cautious. Capricorn. Guided by the natural flow of energies today. You have a sharp eye for truth. You're not easily fooled by appearances or sweet talk. You speak with caution and remain alert during important conversations. Within the family, you're the type who's always willing to listen. Because you believe the home is the center of blessings and good energy. Jealousy doesn't concern you, as your trust in your loved one is solid. And remember, the works of nature are unmatched. As events often unfold suddenly, so always be cautious. Aquarius. As nature influences your tendencies today. When you say something, you mean it. You stand by your word. You're quick to help loved ones, and at work, you don't slow down. You want your efforts to produce real results. You're skilled in managing finances and good at planning ahead. You understand the importance of saving and are cautious with lending. In love, you're quiet but loyal. You do not entertain doubts. And remember, the works of nature are unmatched. As events often unfold suddenly, so always be cautious. Pisces. According to the natural signs that reflect your nature today. You prefer to avoid conversations about money. Not because you don't want to help, but because you want to ensure your own security first. Today, you move quietly and prefer working alone, rather than engaging in pointless chatter. You value saving and choose not to lend money easily. When you make a promise to your family, you fulfill it wholeheartedly. You don't let jealousy disturb your emotions. And remember, the works of nature are unmatched. As events often unfold suddenly, so always be cautious.